Hey y'all, Funsize here. Welcome to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved Mobile. So, last time we were on here, we had a bit of a failure trying to get that Nirvana wipe done in Yeti Cave. So we're going to have another go at it. I've decided that I'm not going to leave Yeti Cave alone quite yet. We're going to try to tame an Arthopleura, which is the centipede type creature that you can find in a couple of the caves. When you're riding them, as long as they've not been revived, they are ignored by all other creatures in the cave, and so you can ride right through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through Yeti Cave on an Arthopleura without any gear on me whatsoever, so I don't have any risk of losing anything. So I've crafted up a couple of bug repellents, and we're going to go tame one of those right now at the central cave. So I will get back to y'all when we get there. Alright, so we've left our Argentavis on a wander, we have our bug repellent, we have our spoiled meat, and we're heading into the cave. A little bit of lag as it loads in. There we go. Now, make sure if you have a gold collar or a silver collar that you're wearing it, as this does give you an armor boost that cannot be spit off by the Arthopleura. So I'm going to purchase a balm, because I don't have a spare one on hand. And I took a bug repellent, which means that now the bugs will not bother me. Or they shouldn't bother me. The bats still will, however, so be ready to fight them. Also try not to make contact with any of the bugs, as they will become aggressive toward you. Now, you should follow me out no problem. Make sure it's on passive, as you don't want it attacking anything, it'll die very quickly. On these, you're going to mainly level stamina and a little bit of health, because they run out of stamina really quickly when going through the cave. It's a speedy little one. Alright. I'm going to whistle all stop. I'm going to come pick it up with my Argentavis. That was pretty easy and foolproof. But we still prepped for any difficulty, because you never know what'll happen. Alright. Now we scoop this guy up and head back home. Arthopleura do have a tendency to hang low when in an Argentavis clutches, so keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't drop. Alright, so our centipede is waiting for us at the cave, and I did once again grind up all the materials I needed for Nirvana tonic, so we are going to cook that up right now. And then we're going to head over there. I'm not going to bring the tonic into the cave with me this time. I'm not willing to risk it. It was just too much work to put it all together again. But we're going to keep it in a tame in the entrance to the cave, so hopefully we can grab it before we leave. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's alright. If it does work, awesome. One way or another, we're going to get this wipe done, and we're going to go about it carefully, because I'm just a little bit tired of grinding out potent dust from Swamp Cave. Wood. And we'll leave the shoes in there for flavor. I'm kidding. You don't need those. So we'll just let that cook up, and then I'm going to head over to the cave. I'm going to strip down, and we're going to go through it just bare skin and the Arthopleura. No risk, no loss. If the Arthopleura dies, if something goes wrong, as often it does if I disconnect, which can happen, we're going to just wipe without doing the cave. But we're going to give it another shot. I'm not a quitter. I was pretty disheartened after last video, so I said I don't think it's going to work, but I'm now once again blindly optimistic and willing to take on the world and probably lose everything again. Hopefully not. Ah, we lost our Ankylosaurus. Didn't need him anyway. Anyway, I will get back to y'all when this is cooked up and we're back at the cave. We're going to try and do this. Part 2, second try. We can do this. We got this. Alright, see y'all there. Alright, we are back. We are in Yeti Cave. I have my Argentavis parked inside here. It's a bit of a risk, but hopefully we'll get in and out before anybody else shows up. And we have our Arthopleura with our gold collar on. I'm going to show the entirety of this, just because I did have a request from someone that I show the route through the cave. So I'm going to show all of it, and I'll speed it up a little bit for y'all so it's not too boring. One thing to keep in mind is that you want to relog before you come in here. No matter what happens, relog because if you fall off your tame because of a disconnect, it's over. So keep that in mind. Also, don't attack anything while you're in here. That will cause issues. That'll cause problems. They'll attack you. The most nerve-wracking part of this for me is knowing that my Nirvana tonic is out there on my Argentavis. And I am planning to transfer that Argentavis because I've leveled so much weight into it. Moment of truth. When you hop off, grab the artifact and get back on as soon as you can. Let the wolves run into the pit. Head back out. Wolves have the highest aggro range of anything in the cave, so they will see you. But once they fall in that pit, as I mentioned earlier, there's no getting back out. We're halfway done and the hardest part's over. Now it's just heading back out. Here's hoping the game doesn't crash on us. That'd be tragic. Now when I get out of the cave, pay close attention to the order in which I do things. This is imperative when doing a Nirvana. So just keep a close eye. Right now, as I wait for stamina, I'm going to begin spending my engram points on the highest tier things I need. Spend all of your engram points. The only way Nirvana works is it lets you keep the learned engrams while resetting your level. If you don't keep those learned engrams, if you don't learn the engrams in the first place, you won't be able to do it. Alright, I'm going to purchase an intense focus. Open an explorer note. Let's see what happens. Now it says, artifact of the strong pursuit was abandoned. But I still have a strong artifact, so what I'm going to do is run out the door. Notice how slow I am. Outside, now I'm running back inside. And now I'm running back outside again. See how it started the mission when I came inside again? And I run back outside with the artifact. Now, let's check our levels. $18 levels, that's pretty good, but I'm not convinced I've gotten it yet. I guess I got it. I guess that's that. Apply 18 levels. Now while my Explorer note's going on, I'm going to quickly fly up to the obelisk and tribute this artifact for some more experience. I have no further use for the Arthopleura on the server. As I mentioned previously, Revival does nothing for them, so I can't bring it with me. So it's staying behind. Although, I did forget to get the gold collar off of it. That was pretty awesome. I thought we would get more than 18 levels, but I didn't do the math, so I was just guessing. Alright, so let's fly up there and see what we get. Here's hoping it's not turreted up again. Nope, towers are clear. Let's quickly tribute, and then I'll show y'all what the Nirvana actually did for me before I starve to death. Go to your quests. Begin the Strong's Tribute. Target the terminal. Tribute. Keep looking at the terminal. Mission finishes. Please be blueprints. Yes, a pump action blueprint. Maybe a little better than the other one I had. 88. Close enough. 45. Rex saddle. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So now, if you look in crafting, I have all of my engrams still. Level, whatever I am, like 20. But I can still craft 6 structures. Metal. I can still craft metal foundations. So that is the point of Nirvana. I'm not going to do that again in this series. That's just, I wanted to showcase Nirvana for y'all, especially for y'all PC players, to see exactly what it does, what it looks like. So I'm going to get a kit going, and I'm going to fly over to Carno Island. I'm going to level up. I'm going to power level with the kit I have here, because that makes more sense. It's more advantageous. And then I'm going to get the server transfer going. So I will catch y'all when I'm kitted up. Alright, we're just about at Carno. We're going to grab this Explorer note right here, push some melee to help us level. We're going to fly straight over there and get running. There are 4 notes on Carno, a few in the general vicinity, so if you keep them running pretty much constantly, you can get some pretty good levels. Remember, if you're on foot, you get 100% of the XP. If you're on a tame, you get 25, your tame gets 50, and 25% goes to waste. Keep that in mind. Leveling tames is great, but if you can kill on foot, kill on foot. Get that last hit. It's worth it. Alright, let's see how this goes. Just before the second waterfall, you go in the water, and there's a vault here. I'm going to unlock it. And I'm changing my tribe name. Fun size Nomad YT. So that's there for y'all to get. There's also a couple scraps and odds and ends in my shack. And if you want a preview of what's inside, it's not a whole ton, but it's a good bit. There you go. So I have some odds and ends to pull together, my blueprints, my implants, all that rot. And then we are going to transfer servers, and I will show you all the new server. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We've gotten all of our blueprints, all the ones that we decided to keep. Not a whole ton, but they are good. And we've got our Argentavis implant, and our crafting stations, and I don't remember if Potent Dust comes with it. But we're all ready to transfer. Exciting moment. First, we're going to go to Tribe Manager. Now, I'm solo, so this isn't a big issue, but we want to make sure that creature ownership is personally owned. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to unclaim this Argentavis, dissolve my tribe, and reclaim it. Like this. Unclaim, Tribe Manager, leave tribe, claim the Argentavis. Now this Argentavis belongs to me. Make sure to pop the implant back in so it remembers that. Now when you transfer, that means this Argentavis will revive tamed, which is what we need. We don't want it reviving wild. That would be rough. So, we just did that. We dissolved our tribe. None of our stuff is ours anymore except what's on us. Now we're going to pop over to the store and purchase a server transfer ticket. Purchase complete. I'm going to hit use. It's going to give you a whole FAQ. If this is your first time, read this. You need to read this and see what it says. Everything else, pretty self-explanatory, but I would read all of this if I were you. Now I'm going to hold for 10 seconds, transfer, and we will be done on this server officially. And welcome back to an undisclosed easy server, our new home for the rest of this series. So, we have my 61 character, and we have all of the blueprints. This is our new home. Now, all those blueprints and everything we transferred, they stay safe with our body for the first 24 hours. So I have 24 hours to get this stuff stashed away and make sure it's all good. I'm going to get it stashed away pretty quickly anyway, just because I'd rather not lose it all to some guy running down the beach like that. So let's just get into the woods a little bit and I will take care of this. Now, we've finally transferred. This is awesome. This is the beginning of the second half of Season 1. I'm going to be shifting gears because now everything that I'm gathering I can keep because I'm not going to be transferring again. I'm going to start building, and what my goal now is to prefab an entire metal base for y'all before I have a single base. Before I break Nomad style, I want to have an entire prefab metal base. And that includes turrets, generator, all that. So we're going to be learning how to hide indie forges. We're going to be learning how to hide large-scale production of metal walls and such. So really excited about that. Really excited to be moving along and see this series progressing. And once Season 1 is done, we've got some surprises for you for Season 2. We're going to be trying out some new features, and we're going to be collaborating with, hopefully, another YouTuber that maybe y'all will know. So, stay tuned. We're really looking forward to this with y'all. Really looking forward to showing you what you can do. I don't expect anybody to take it so extensively as I have, to say, okay, I'm going to prefab a base before I do anything. I don't expect you to do that, but I'm trying to show you that it's possible. It is all possible to do this. So I hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.